All right, hey now, how's everybody doing out there? We are back with the eSeniors, and today we are running the GT turds, GT4s. I guess these cars are fun. Yeah. It takes some getting used to, that's for sure. That is for sure. Got some fast guys in here today. There's only 7 of us again.
Exit's clear. Stay behind the white line. Okay, Adam, we've got 11 minutes to settle up.
But
let's get some heat into these brakes.
Out of 7, I think if I can start P5 maybe. I think that's a realistic goal. Maybe 6 because Aaron Shannon is back in here and we had a pretty epic battle yesterday. Really fun in the GT3s. So that was super fun yesterday. I think this is a 50-minute race, mandatory pit stop. We got Mersch coming up behind us, super fast. About 4.5 seconds back. Oh. Doing my quali and my race setup. I just want to make sure my pressures are right. Yesterday they were way off. Sorry, not yesterday, a few days ago when we ran these things. My fronts were stone cold, or they were under pressure, and the rears were under and way under. I think over a PSI, and the fronts were over about a PSI. So, just want to see.
Car is just done at 155.91.
Just want to see what my pressures are going to be.
155.12.
Somebody told me, or the GT3s, you're looking at around 27.7 for like optimum PSI. If these GT4s, you want around 27.2. That's what I was told. I don't know if it's correct, but that's what I'll go by.
Off the base.
This damn thing just does not want to turn. I know since these stints are, you know, you could do it, split it in half and be about 25 minutes a stint. Most of the guys are running like quali setups. But I don't remember the setup I had last time. If I used a quali or a race setup. I'd have
0.42 off the base.
Thanks for the ego boost there, Jim. Confidence boost, Peckerwood. But all I have is CDAs, Coach Dave Academies. I have the subscription to that. Honestly, I don't find them the best. I use the Go for the GT3, but I don't run GT4 enough to spend the, there's like 36 US setups for this thing.
Brake temperatures are fine.
Whereas the CDA is like $10 a month, I can get whatever setups I need. or
Fastest lap
whatever
for
car.
Bird, 155.00. Alright, Adam, 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Oh, this thing just will not turn. Won't slow down.
Track limits, keep it within the lines.
Piece of Judy. I mean, I did have a decent race the other day with this. I don't think I recorded it though. I may have. I'm not sure.
Your right sides are cold.
I don't remember. I don't even remember if I turned the mic on. I did. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I didn't do that again.
You've got half your fuel left.
So we'll see. Hopefully it's fun racing.
We're running on fumes, mate.
I think probably the top 3 guys are going to check out. They're probably 3/4 of a second to a second faster than me, at least. Faster than the rest of the guys, I think. I think it's going to be Bird, Ponov, and Wood. It's funny though. Bird's okay, and Wood is nursing a bad wing. Got something wrong with his elbow, so who knows? Maybe we can wish some discomfort on him, and he'll screw up. Wood's my buddy. Known him for 16, 18 years, something way too long. So
that's a new fastest lap for Bird, 154.76.
yeah, he's in the 54s.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
I think my best in this is mid 55. I should probably be running a quali setup because this thing just does not want to turn.
You're a 10th off the pace in sector 1. Tyre temps are good.
I was using the McLaren for GT3. I decided to give the Aston a go. And at first I didn't use it. I used it for like, I don't even think I ran it in a race. I just did some test runs. And it was really pushy, and the front end just wouldn't stick, and wow, I just lost so much time there. But I was using a CDA tune.
New fastest lap for Wood, 154.69. Yellow flag in sector 1.
And it was just
off the pace in
horrible.
sector 2. We think that Shannon has
Shit.
been dipped in turn 2. Okay, Adam, we need to watch these track limits.
Yep, I know, Jim. But yeah, I was using the CDA tune. It was just horrible. This part would not turn.
Green flag sector 1. 2 litres remaining.
So I decided to buy the Go setups, and instantly the car started turning. It was amazing. It still doesn't turn as good as some of the other cars I've used, but it turned way better.
New fastest lap
Way
for
better.
Bird, 154.53.
Yeah, these guys are just trading fast times now. Slowed down way too early there. I'm just afraid to miss that. So if you're listening out there and you're looking for a good setup, CDA is, you know, I guess you get what you pay for. You know, $10 a month, you give unlimited downloads. I think after like 3 months.
Time is 155.10.
And
Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag in sector 3.
the Go setups, I think it's like 36 US or something like that. Winds up being. And you can only get them, you know, you get them from one car. That's all the tunes for all the setups for you know, one particular car for all the tracks. There's the CDA, you can
That's a new fastest
get
lap
any
for
tune
Wood,
for any car.
154.43. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
See, I ran out of gas, you son of a bitch. I guess I should have been looking at that,
Blue flag.
but couldn't look at it because I forgot to pull that up. I couldn't see my, that's unfortunate. I couldn't see my, show you here. So this is the lovely dashboard. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. Great dash, I love it. But on the bottom, it shows me, my fuel, and if I have it mapped to my, thumb switches here, and it'll tell me, it tells me 3 different, pieces of information, or 3 different settings. How much time you have. This one, it says insufficient data right now, but when we're racing, once it starts logging how much you're using, it'll tell you about how much time you have left in your fuel. And the other one, it'll tell you how much you should be refueling to finish to the end of the race. See, now it says at any point, it just flipped to 0.9 liters because the time is going down now, 0.8.
The guy in front has just done a 155.06.
And the one on the right with the double zeros is how much you'll finish with, how much extra you should have. So it's pretty good. But I couldn't see that, so I ran out of fuel. But anyway, we're starting P4. What's going on with Shannon? Oh, we did have 7 in here. Somebody dropped out. So yeah, this is about where I thought I'd be finishing, or starting, I should say.
That's the end of the session, P4.
Nice. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is out my front door. And that box right there is my new seat. I ordered a GT Omega seat, and it looks like it has showed up. So that is awesome. So right after this race, I will be installing that. That's awesome. Honestly, don't even want to run this race now. I gotta adjust my monitors. They're all crazy. Didn't even notice that. Wow. All out of whack. Keep hitting it. Yeah, that's all messed up. I'm gonna readjust that now. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, that's all messed up. What is going on? You watched yesterday, you saw that I have been putting up acoustic tile and walls and everything around this rig, and it looks like I keep
Window
back.
opens after 15 minutes.
Keep banging into everything. Oh, now we're down to 5 guys.
86. The air temp is 73 Fahrenheit. 50 minutes.
Bird left. What happened to Bird? Yeah, we're down to 5. That's unfortunate. So maybe if this gets a little too boring, we'll cut it short and cut it short and go get my seat. I run the FGT cockpit and I run it in formula style. It's basically like playing in a lazy boy, really comfortable. But I just wanted a little better seat. Seat that's on here, the system to actually hold the seat back up. There's sort of like an elongated hole, like an oval, with just little notches that are supposed to keep the bolt in there. And the notches are very small. And what winds up happening is not so much the notches get messed up, but the pressing on it actually like wears a hole, wears a groove in the bolts going through, and the seat back just sort of flops back. I run it in the middle hole, and I've had to drill other holes in there and put other bolts in it just so the seat back doesn't move, and it still moves a little bit. You know, when you're pressing on the brake pedal.
48, the right column.
So yeah, so I wanted a better seat. What is going on here?
Let's go.
Left side. Hold your line.
Wood was out of position. Move your ass, Wood. What?
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Car right.
Oh, a little
Clear
too deep in there.
Okay, Adam.
No harm, no foul. Also a little bit of time. Yeah, like I was saying, I have load cell pedals. I have the Fanatec Elite V2s. Not really push on them sons of bitches when I need to stop. So it puts a lot of pressure on the seat back, and this chair just didn't like it. Yeah, these guys are just going to run away from me now. They're so much faster. They're going to make it stick. Mert's going to get the good run. Ooh, we can stay close enough. These guys are battling. We get a front row seat to it. Or maybe it'll take each other out. And make that turn.
Wood is leading the race.
I had to lift, and you can see how much quicker he got out of there. cars are a pretty good equalizer. Because they're such turds, people don't run away as fast. I think I'm supposed to be taking that turn in third in this car. They're just so much faster than me through that turn. Same thing in GT3, I just can't get that turn down. Shit, had to lift again. See? I lift and they just scoop.
That one was at 156.06.
Look at that. Look at the gap now. Because I had to lift there. Barely kept it on track.
Stay between the lines.
Oh, I guess I didn't. I thought I just barely stayed on track. Yeah, I should have used the,
Bird is closing you down. The gap has come down
Oh, he's
to
back.
0.6.
Where did he come from? I forget what I was going to say. Bird's got me all distracted. Oh, the tune. The setup. These CDAs are just not very good, I guess. You know, if this is all you can afford. You know, if you're trying for some budget-friendly, you know, better than base tunes, I guess you can't go wrong. You know, $10 a month, $250 a week. Break it down. You know, it's like 40 cents a day or some shit like that. 55, 2, 65, Jesus Christ. So much faster. Wow, look at the run Bird got. That Porsche. But yeah, the I guess this is a safe tune. So the front end just pushes so much on this thing.
Right side. Clear right. Car right. Still there. Clear right. On your left. Clear left.
Let me let him go. He's faster. He can go up here and fight with these guys.
Come on, keep pushing. Okay, Adam, the next car is Bird.
I was never going to keep him behind me for too long.
P4.
I just don't want to ruin his race. He's fast enough to get up there with them guys. Yeah, I have to keep lifting. I can't stay flat.
Sector 2 is 1.5.
Look how much time I lose just because of that. Nothing I can do.
The gap to third ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1.
Yeah, I must have been running that quali setup yesterday because I can't turn for shit today. Or not yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever it was. This is just bad. Just pushing. Like even here, can't even make that. Come on.
The guy ahead has just done a 154.92. You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 2.7.
These are the kind of races I hate. Only 6 guys in here. And like I know I have no shot at winning. You know, I just don't have the skill set for that. But, you know, there's no one around me. Car's handling really bad. There's just really no fun in these races. It's like birds catching up to foul nose. It's picking up almost a second a lap on him.
The gap to third in front is now 5.4.
Can't even get on the throttle around that turn. really need to start.
The window opens in 2 minutes. The gap behind is now 4.7 seconds.
Just start investing some time in setups. Start doing them. Just never really have the time. Which is why I just spend the money on the setups. Which I know a lot of people will say, you know, oh, you know, they're just a base setup. You gotta tweak them and work them, but I mean, if you're paying for someone's setups, you shouldn't have to tweak them and work them. They should just work. Now, granted, everybody's driving style is different, but I like a really grippy front end, which most people do. I'd rather have the back end a little loose. I'd much rather have the back end a little bit loose than the front end pushing like, I mean, I can't even get on the throttle. I have to get on the throttle so late through that turn, and I'm just losing time, hand over fist. Like this, right? In the GT3, I'd be full throttle right now. And yes, I understand this is not a GT3, it doesn't handle the same, but I mean, the speed, cornering speed, you know, relative to the car's grip level and everything,
Okay, Adam, you've got half your
should be pretty close. It should be pretty close to the GT3, and it's not even anywhere near. I mean, you're slower down the straights, you got to brake earlier, you don't corner as good, but you know, the speed I'm coming into this turn versus a GT3 is so much slower that the grip levels are the same. I don't know if I'm making sense. Now, obviously this car wouldn't handle that same turn at the speed of a GT3, but it should be able to handle that turn the speed that the GT4 is going, and it just doesn't.
Good consistency, keep them coming.
And I just don't think guys at Coach Dave put much stock into the GT4s, to be honest. Because the GT3s come with they're supposed to be like a safe setup and a, you know, an expert setup, same as Go. I'm pretty sure all the people that are making the setups will run like a safe setup and like an expert setup. Expert setup usually turns a lot better, but it'll spin out real quick, like snap oversteer. If you're not, sort of like a Porsche, but on almost all the cars. Maybe not to the level of a Porsche. But it, yeah. But with the GT4s,
The gap behind is now 3.8.
with the GT4s, Coach Dave, they're going to give you one quali and one race. Versus some of the GT3s, they'll give you an expert quali, expert race, a wet setup, maybe 2 expert qualies, you know. So there's some tracks for some cars, you get as many as 8 setups for one car for one track. Versus, you know, Coach Dave, I think the most they're going to give you is 4. That's only for GT3s. Now I may be talking out of my ass because I'm not sure what like a Go setup would give you for GT4. But anyway, yeah, that's my sort of rant on setups. I just can't turn this car. Some of it does come down to my driving. I'm not the fastest guy by any stretch, but you know, when your car doesn't turn. I can't even see them no more. They're so far ahead of me.
Minutes of fuel remaining.
Oh.
Just had a warning for cutting the track. Bird ahead is pitting.
Alright, so I've got 30 minutes to go. This is saying I need around 24.9 liters to the end of the race. That's the great thing about this dashboard. It does most of the thinking for you. This is the lovely dash. Check it out on Discord. Or look it up on Google. I think it's Lovely Sim Racing.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now about 12 seconds.
The guy that makes it, Constantinos, he has a Discord. He's really really cool guy. Great dashboard. He's constantly updating it. He just released version 1.6.
The gap behind has now decreased to 3.7.
So here, let me show you my head cam. So if so my thumb encoders, if I'm using the
Okay, Adam, just cut the track.
Jim would ever shut the hell up. I'm using the FGT, I'm sorry, the Formula version 2.5X. It's only the X because it's Xbox compatible as well as PlayStation and PC. And I got this one because I like the red accents in it. Also have the blue one up on the wall back there. But if I scroll down, you'll see.
Just keep hitting your marks. This is
See my fuel changing? I don't know if you can see that or not. If I scroll down on the left encoder, you see the center. Takes my delta away. And so there's 4 things you can change on this dash. If I scroll up, oh, let me watch what I'm doing. I scroll up, you see, cycle through this left panel here. Try and show you when I get on a straightaway. See, it's got relative times. Class standings. And he's also got overlays. I usually use the left side for my tires. It's really small, so you won't be able to see it, but it also gives me your brake temp and your tire temp, as well as the PSI. It shows you have dry set number 1 on. And same thing on the right side. And the right does the same thing.
The car ahead's pitting now.
I usually leave it like this, but then if you have a touch screen, it gives you more options. Get a track map on there. Really cool little screen. See, when your fuel gets too low, it starts turning red.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
5 minutes of fuel, and this is 2.5 laps according to my dash. So I think I have it set up to 30 laps of 30 liters of fuel. According to my dash, I'm going to need 25 to go to the end. So that'll be alright, in case there's an extra lap. And I could take a
Adam,
couple
we're
out.
halfway through. We estimate 4 minutes of fuel remaining. The leader, Wood, is pitting.
So are we.
What's your speed limit in the pits? I think you'll be exiting the pits to
We
clear
need
air.
24.7 now.
A few seconds in front of P5.
We'll do 28, just to be safe. Alright, let's see. See where we come out.
Pit exit is clear. Push now.
Still in fourth. Bird leapfrogged them both. This pit stop, he got in front of both of them. Went from P3 to P1. If anybody's watching out there, do me a favor, just type me a couple of messages, either on Twitch or if you're on YouTube watching. Because when I test it, it works, but for some reason I'm not seeing anything. I thought I just kind of saw something for a second. Maybe I was just, my eyes playing tricks on me. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not seeing the messages pop up on my screen like they're supposed to. if anybody's out there watching. The interwebs, be so kind. Just tell me how shitty my driving is, whatever you feel like saying. Tell me what a wanker that Wood is. Whatever floats your boat.
It's now 17 seconds.
I'm in no man's land.
The gap behind is now 12 seconds. Right side tyres are cold. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Oh, I have to endure this for 20 minutes.
Fastest lap for Wood, 154.65.
.2465. What are we doing? 26s, 27s?
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3.
2/10 off the pace everywhere, Jim. Now the seniors run a GT3 and a GT4 championship. Just be starting in a few weeks. This will be my first season running with them. I want to say this is like their 6th or 7th season coming up. They've been around for 2.5, 3 years or something like that. And I signed up for the GT4, but there's not a ton of interest in it. GT3, there's a bunch of guys. Just 50 or 60 guys, something like that, that are going to be running those championships. And they run a Group 1 and a Group 2. Obviously the 3 guys up front are Group 1. They're 3 of the faster guys in Group 1.
Your tyre temps are looking good.
And for some unknown reason they stuck me in Group 1 based on my times. So you can see, if anybody out there is watching that wants to join, there's all skill levels. I thought I would have been a good candidate for Group 2, but I'm faster than a lot of guys in Group 2, so I guess they just stuck me in Group 1. I think it's partly to even it up, because last year there was a lot more Group 2 guys in Group 1. So the Group 1 races were kind of stale, whereas it was like 35 guys every race in Group 2.
Pit window window closing in 2 minutes.
Might have been like 10 or something like that, Group 1. But I'm looking for probably mid-pack Group 1 would be my realistic expectations. Some days I can stay with the fast guys for a few laps before they dust me off, put me back in my rightful place. Pretty much like, yo bitch, get out of here, you don't belong here. We've dealt with you for long enough, get back into the back of the pack. That kind of a deal.
Pit window closing in 1 minute. The leader has just done 154.72.
Sometimes, you know, I race with these guys and a couple of them will collect each other. I can skirt by and grab some positions. Yeah, Bird is gone now. He's 3 seconds up on second. But second and third are within a second of each other.
The gap behind has increased to 12 seconds.
And I'm 21 seconds ahead, just about 13 behind, so I'm just cruising around in no man's land.
Okay, Adam, pit window's closed. Right tyres
15 minutes to go. Pace right now is about just a Sunday cruise. Not even trying at all, just trying to maintain my gap. The fifth. There's no point in pushing. Like being in prison, you just gotta do your time. All you jailbirds out there will know what I'm talking about. GT4 can be a fun car, I guess, if there's a big pack of people. But I mean, right now, they're so far ahead of me. If we had a full grid, there'll be action all over this damn track. Need a three-way pileup in the front. Need Bird to spin out in the chicane and the other two to come barreling around the corner. And all three destroy their cars. Still got my 12-second gap behind. I don't know what happened to Aaron. Maybe he just...
P4.
He's just not a fan of these cars. Maybe his setup is worse than mine. But he's faster than 25 seconds behind me. Sure. Mr. Heim behind me, I am not sure. I'm sure I've raced with him before.
The gap behind
I
is
just
now
don't,
12
not very
seconds.
often, so I'm not sure, you know, his absolute pace. The three in front, pretty rapid. There's two other guys that are really rapid in the eSeniors, Vanderbant
Okay,
and Van
10
Zandt.
minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Come on, keep digging.
And there was also another guy who was pretty damn rapid, but he just moved
That lap time was 1:57.52.
and he sold his rig. Make it
Lap
swap.
times are pretty consistent.
He knows who I'm talking about if he watches this. He also drives an Aston. Well, he used to. He was pretty rapid. He was always up there fighting for the lead. There are other guys in the eSeniors that are pretty damn rapid. Much faster than I am. To be fair, I think next month will be 6 months I'm doing sim racing. And when I first jumped in with these seniors, it was Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. They merged Group 2 and 3 together. And at that point, there was a lot more Group 1 guys. There was a big fallout between a couple of the guys, and pissing match ensued. So, about, I don't know, 15, 20 guys jumped ship. Created their own little universe. And, they are doing well, I assume. Hopefully they're doing well. But yeah, a little over 5.5 months ago, whatever, when I started, I thought maybe by the time I jumped into the seniors, for their legitimate, championships that they do, I thought I was so slow. I mean, I guess it's to be expected, never having sat in a sim rig before. And I thought, I'm gonna jump in here, I'm gonna be hauling ass, I'm gonna beat all these damn guys. I've always been quick at racing games. I consider myself a pretty damn good driver in real life. I figured, jump right in this thing and show all these sons of bitches who's the boss. that didn't work. But I quickly realized that I was pretty shit. To be honest, extremely shit. Making mistakes left and right. I've cut down on a bunch of mistakes. I still make them here and there. I try to force the issue.
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
And make moves that I should make. And
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is a second off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
excuse me there, Jim. But I still make mistakes and shit. Big problem I have is I'll screw up one turn, lose a tenth or two, and I try to make it up in the next turn, and then I screw that up, and then you know, the problem just keeps compounding over and over and over. Instead of
The gap behind is now 14 seconds.
just realizing I screwed up and not trying to overdrive the car, I'm really trying to put some time into doing that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Stay calm, keep it smooth.
But I've gotten much faster, and I wouldn't have thought that I would have been even close. I mean, because the Group 2 and 3 drivers were driving past me like I was standing still. Now, a lot of those guys that I was racing with or trying to race with, you know, just thinking, oh man, I wish I could, if I could get as fast as that guy, I'd be happy. And now I'm much faster than a bunch of the guys that I wanted to be as fast as. Just goes to show, never stop trying. Never stop learning. Also, these pedals I picked up about a second a lap almost instantly when I plugged these damn things in. Straight out of the box, no setup, no anything. Just turned them on and updated the drivers, and I went. So much better than the CSL pedals that I had initially. Just had no feel with those things. But the brake was just bad. Like, I don't know if it's a problem with my brake or I just didn't like them. I mean, there's other guys that they love them, like Wood. He drives those CSL pedals, the load cell. He loved them. He was the one that turned me on to, you know, grabbing all the Fanatec gear. I'm happy with Fanatec. I just didn't like the CSL with load cell. So the minute the Elite V2s came out, I had it sitting in my shopping cart waiting for the reviews, and I waited for Boosted Media's review. He usually does really good reviews. So I waited for Boosted Media's review. It was released, I think, a day 2 after. Something with Fanatec wouldn't let them release the videos or something. Or Fanatec released the pedals a day early or something, I don't know. But everything I was hearing was that they were really great.
Tire temps are good.
And with the shortage and everything, I had that thing sitting in my damn cart, this pedal sitting in my cart. I was kind of sweating because I figured by the time the review came out, because he's in Australia, so when he released it was like, you know, the ass crack of dawn. By the time I got up, I think his video already had like 20,000 reviews, so I was like, shit. You know, I watched the video, and luckily they still had some pedals left.
2 minutes to go.
And they're not the fanciest looking things, the flashiest looking things. Just all black, but these pedals are amazing. I love them. Really, really good. Picked up so much time just using these pedals. When I actually hit my marks, you know, I can brake really good with them. And I added some rumble motors on my pedals. Like going over those rumble strips right there, I feel that in my feet. And that the vibration noise you hear every once in a while when I'm on the brakes hard is my ABS on my brake pedal. Lets me know when my ABS is kicking in. I also have TC on my right pedal, so if my back tire starts spinning,
All right, Adam.
TC starts kicking in, it'll let me know. I can feel it in my feet before I actually feel it in the wheel. So it's really, really good. And that's by Sim 3D. Check them out. Took a while to get it. I think he makes them per order. He's just a small little company, a one-man show, I think. But Sim 3D. Check him out on his Etsy store. I think I bought them through his Etsy store. They're really good. Now that I've used them, I won't go without using them. So it's the same like the butt kicker. I start the game when my butt kicker's not on, I'll turn that shit off.
Last lap.
Every time I shift the gear, I get a thud in my butt. Shakes my whole chair, my thud, my butt, my back, my bottom of, the top of my legs. Even going over the rumble strips, I feel it in my, my whole body and my feet. Is it a butt kicker and those rumble motors? Same thing with the ABS. Downshifts, I feel every downshift. Really immersive. It feels really bland without those things. So if you're on the fence about getting them, I cannot recommend them enough. You have the budget, go get them.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 79 Fahrenheit.
So this was an extremely boring stream. Filled with a bunch of rambling about shitty setups. And then shit that shakes my ass. So hopefully the next one will be better.
It's over. Bring it back round.
Thank God. Anyway, I just want to check. See, this pops up on my screen. Let's see if it's, oh. Okay, so I see it there. It's supposed to pop up on the stream as well. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Anyway, till next time, guys. See ya.